what's up? Today I'm going to be giving a film review for Doctor Strange. Now this is based on the Marvel Comics superhero of the same name. Plus this is also the 14th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which consists of like Iron Man, like Thor, Captain America, the Avengers, like Ant-Man, and so on, Well, this film is about it stars Benedict Cumberbatch in the role of Stephen Strange, who is a doctor who's involved like in an accident where he loses like the nerves in his hands. Now he can actually still use his hands, but he loses like the nerves in them, so he can't really like use them. I don't think to a certain extent. It's kind of confusing. So he decides to like do like experiments and stuff, like pay for it, and like all kind of like procedures or operations to get his hands like working right again, but somehow he can't. So he decides to take like a trip. It's like this foreign land, I think like in Nepal or something like that. And he seeks out this woman. Well, he doesn't know that she's a woman at first, but he seeks out this person known as the Ancient One. And then she like tells him all about like these like other world like mystical things and so on. It's kind of you have to really suspend like your belief. You have to really like let yourself just like go. For as far as this particular like Marvel Studio film goes. Now before Strange meets the H1, he is acquainted with Mordor, who is played by I think that's how you say his name, Shutawel Jafar. I'm not too sure how you say his name, but he actually meets him first, and he's like a sorcerer himself too, who takes Strange to see the Ancient One. So once Strange actually gets to the Ancient One, he learns that she is a woman who is played by Tilda Swinton. I think that's how you pronounce her name, if I'm not mistaken. Where she begins to reveal that she actually is able of like controlling like the astral plane and the other dimensions and stuff, such as like the mirror dimension and stuff like that, where they can shape and like bend the world to their will, so they actually can jump in portals and jump and be in like another place where you see like you're in like it's like America. They can jump through a portal and be like in like Asia and stuff like that. So I thought that stuff was kind of cool, but it's like very like far fetched. But like being at the property or like the material that it's based on, it kind of makes sense. So like Strange is here like to learn how to master like abilities and like magic basically, to get like the nerves back in his hands. But then he becomes like more and more like I guess you could say like what's the word for it? He gets really absorbed in what he's doing, and he becomes very powerful. Eventually, he becomes very powerful. But at the same time, like as he's doing this, they have like a former like sorcerer of the Ancient One, like a apprentice of the Ancient One, who has turned on like their so-called like cult, basically. Yeah, like Caseless himself, he's played by that's the actual he's actually the antagonist of the film. He's played by Mads Mikkelsen. But Cassius, he was a part of like the order with like the Ancient One, Mordor, and like what Strange joins, But he turned on them by stealing like this book, and he stole like pages, out the book too as well, They can kind of teach him like a better way to control the arts and so on. Plus, he actually wants to like absorb the dark dimension, which everyone is against. Even like the Ancient One is kind of against like the dark dimension because it's something like evil and like bad about I guess you could say bending like the dark dimension like magic basically or whatever. So Doctor Strange, he actually learns of Caseless, like him trying to doing like bring the dark dimension into play and so on. So of course he actually had to team up with, like the Ancient One and like Mordor, to take out Caseless, So I thought this was like far as like in the end I thought this is a pretty what I'm saying. I said it's kind of like flawed because you have to really like suspend your belief in like in in reality to a very great extent. I think far so than more than any other like Marvel like superhero film I have seen, even DC Comics. You have to really like suspend yourself, like just whoa, like really absorb and really believe that this really is happening, which is kind of cool, and kind of awesome. But like I say, like the performances in the film, like Benedict Cumberbatch as Dr. Stephen Strange, I thought he was pretty good in his role, In his role, I thought Tilda Swinton was cool as well as the Ancient One. Then you have I think that's how you say his name, Shutawal Ejiofor. I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing his name wrong. But as Mordor, I thought he was pretty cool. He had like an aggressive like tone and an appearance to his role, but I thought it was cool. Then you have Rachel McAdams as the actual love interest of Dr. Stephen Strange too as well. Plus, and I thought she was decent for like the screen time that she did have in the film. I thought she was okay. Then you have the guys yeah, Cassius, the villain of the film, who is played by Mads Mikkelsen. I thought he was okay. He was like a typical kind of villain, His look, I thought he did have like a creepy look, But he was okay, Now you have other actors and actresses too in this as well. As from you have Benjamin Bratt, who shows up, and he's actually like one of like an injured, like a paraplegic, who told Doctor Strange to go to Nepal and meet these people in the first place, like the Ancient One and so on. But other than that, that's what kind of has like makes it kind of flawed to a certain extent. It's like a lot of things, like they don't really like touch on it enough. Like how could this be happening? How could y'all just sit here and accept that this really was happening? And so on. Kind of the elements like that kind of keep it kind of like flawed. But I thought the film had like a fast pace. It moved at a fast pace. Like when it starts, boom, boom, boom. I liked the pace of it. The pace of it was like excellent. But then at times it kind of can drag at certain points. But I thought it was okay. But other than that, like the visuals, this was actually a visually like stunning film. I would recommend it for like the visuals alone. I think that's what's really kind of justifying what I'm gonna give it in the end as far as the review. But like the visuals, like when like Doctor Strange is like casting his magic and stuff, or when they go into like the different portals into like the different like dimensions and like different like lands and places, how they twisting and turning everything around to like bending like to their own like will. I thought that was like awesome, Joker. It really did cool. How they actually could be like magic, like shields or like whips and stuff out of there. So I thought that was cool. Or even like they actually can like conjure like magical like items out of like weapons. Say they could pick like a particular weapon and actually add like a magical like ability to it and make it do more than what it was actually like. It's like a simple stick. They can make the stick like become like I think like a rope or something like that if I'm not mistaken. But I thought scenes like that were awesome, Now you have that usual treats, you have like the little like hidden eggs once the credits like the film ends, they have the teasers to like the upcoming other like Marvel Cinematic films. Plus you can see the typical cameo from like Stan Lee too as well. Cause like, this time he's like I think he's like on a bus or something like that, and he's reading a book. It was kind of funny, But in the end, I thought I would recommend this film solely, if you're like a Marvel fan, and that's also directed by Scott Derrickson. But I guess like on like visuals alone, I would definitely recommend it, or if you're just interested in like the other Doctor Strange like character, because I'm very familiar with Doctor Strange. Now, kind of like Ant-Man, I wasn't really too familiar with, but I'm very familiar with the Doctor Strange like superhero, But yeah, in the end, I thought Benedict Cumberbatch was pretty good in this role. I would recommend this. I kind of want to lead towards giving it a C, but I'm going to give it like aiming at giving this a B minus. And this is my review for Doctor Strange. I actually saw this in the IMAX 3D, so I would definitely recommend seeing this film like in IMAX, because like the visuals and stuff, like when they're bending like the worlds and dimensions and stuff with like the magic and stuff. It's awesome like in IMAX, so I would recommend seeing this on the biggest screens possible, I guess in the theater period, I guess like a theater alone would just be excellent, So yeah, again, I'm giving this a B minus, and this is my review for Doctor Strange. Alright.